Welcome. NIOS welcomes you all in this educational video for political science subject code 317 senior secondary level lesson number 10. Name of the lesson is Union Executive. In this lesson we will be understanding about all the government and Parliament of India. Before beginning this lesson, let us first understand difficult words from this lesson. Parliamentary form of government. Democracy. Republic. Executive. Legislature. Judiciary. Impeachment. No confidence motion. Cabinet. In this lesson, we will cover all these topics. First, we will understand the difference between the nominal and the real executives. and we will understand the difference between both. Also, we will understand that India is a republic with an elected head of the state. Also, we'll understand the qualifications and different methods of election of president. Also, we'll understand the powers of the president. So let's now begin with the president. President of India is the nominal head of the state. And the president is indirectly elected. We will understand the whole process in this lesson. The president cannot at the same time be a member of parliament or of a state legislature. Let us now understand the qualification of the president. The first important requirement is president should be a citizen of India. And should have completed the age of 35 years. Also, president should be qualified to be elected as a member of Lok Sabha. And president should not hold any office of profit. That is, the candidate should not be a government servant. Now let us understand the election procedure. The election, the president is elected by an electoral college consisting of the elected members of both houses of parliament. That means Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, and of the state legislative assembly. Election procedure. Nominated members of parliament and members of state legislative councils are not members of the electoral college. The election is held by means of single transferable vote system of proportional representation. The voting is done by secret ballot. Value of vote. The value of vote of each member of Legislative Assembly of State is determined by the formula which is given below. Total population of the state upon number of elected members of State Legislative Assembly divided by 1000. This formula gives the value of vote. Let us understand this by an example. Let us suppose that population of Punjab is this, which is given here on screen. 1,35,51,060. This is the population. And the number of state Vidhan Sabha is 104. So the votes which each legislator is entitled to cast will be this, which you can see on screen. So this is the same formula method which we just seen in the previous slide. We will use that same formula to calculate the value of vote. So in this calculation we received 130 as a remainder and 0.29 is less than 50%. So it is ignored. And we will consider 130 only. Break. Break.
जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने राहों को आलोकित करने जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने राहों को आलोकित करने हम अपना दीपक स्वयं बने हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने अपना दीपक स्वयं बने हम अपना जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने राहों को आलोकित करने धन साधन समय की सीमा से विद्यालय जो मुक्त हो कभी पढ़े हम कहीं पढ़े वे विषय की लोच से युक्त हो कभी पढ़े हम कहीं पढ़े वे विषय की लोच प्रकाशित करने, राहों को आलोकित करने।
शिक्षा परीक्षा का अवसर एक बार ही क्यों मिलता फिर
शिक्षा परीक्षा का अवसर एक बार ही क्यों मिलता फिर दुनिया में इसके केंद्र बहुत, कोई मन चाहा केंद्र चुने, हम अपना जीत स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने, कोई मन चाहा केंद्र चुने, स्वयं बने हम
Before break, we were discussing about the value of vote. So you can see the formula on screen. The value of vote of each member of parliament is bit different than the previous shown formula of the value of vote. Here we are showing the formula for value of vote of member of parliament. In this, the total number of votes of members of all the state legislative assemblies upon total number of elected members of both the houses of parliament. Let us understand this by an example. The votes of all the state legislative assemblies are added first. Let us suppose that the total number of votes of all the legislature is 5,44,971. And the total number of elected members of parliament is 776. Then the number of votes of each member of parliament will be this. With the help of previous formula, we found out this value, which is 702. Here again we have ignored the decimal value, which is 0.28. At both the stages, if the remainder is less than 50% of the divides, it is ignored. But the remainder is 50% or more. So one vote is added to the quotient. So you can see this 702 is the value of vote. Single transferable vote system. The election of the president is held through single transferable vote system of proportional representation. Under this system, names of all the candidates are listed on the ballot paper and the elector gives them numbers according to his or her preference. And next, the ballot becomes invalid if first preference is marked against more than one candidate, or if preference is not marked at all. And counting of votes and declaration of result. After the voting is done, members of the state legislative assemblies cast their votes in state capitals. And member of parliament, they cast their votes in Delhi. And counting of votes is done in New Delhi. First preference votes of all the candidates are sorted out and counted. To be elected, a candidate must get more than 50% of the total ballot votes polled. This is known as quota. Let's now understand this quota system. The quota is determined by totaling the total number of votes polled divided by the number of candidates to be elected plus 1. In this case, since only the president is to be elected, so division by 1 plus 1 and 1 is added to the quotient to make it more than 50%. At the first count, only first preference votes are counted. If any of the candidates reaches the quote, he or she is declared elected. In case no candidate reaches quota, then the second preference votes of the candidate getting the least number of the first preference votes are transferred to other candidates. Thus, the candidates getting the least number of votes is eliminated. Let me explain you with this example. Let us understand it with the following given example on screen. Suppose the total number of valid votes is 200. And there are 4 candidates A, B, C and D. The quota in this case will be 200 divided by 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 101. Let us assume that first preference votes cast in favor of all the 4 candidates are as follows, which you can see them on screen. Candidate A gets 90, then candidate B gets 45, candidate C gets 30, because 30 are less, so we will consider it later, and candidate D has 35. So candidate C would be eliminated because 30 is the lesser number. As no candidate has reached the quota, that means 101, and candidate C getting the least number of votes gets eliminated and his votes transferred to the other candidates. Their votes are then transferred to the remaining candidates according to the voters' next preference. Let us say that there are 30 voters who ranked candidates C first. Of those 30 voters, 50 of them ranked candidate A as their second choice, 10 of them ranked candidate B as their second choice, as their third choice, and 5 of them ranked candidate D as their fourth choice. So those votes are then transferred as follows. Candidate A will have 90 plus 15, it becomes 105. Then candidate B gets 45 plus 10, that becomes 55. Then candidate D gets 35 plus 5, that becomes 40. Since A reaches quota, he is declared elected as the president. Tenure and removal. The president is elected for the term of 5 years. And is eligible for re-election through a convention has developed that no president seeks election for the third term. The term of office commences from the date the president takes the oath of office. Break.
प्रकाशित करने, राहों को आलोकित करने।
जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने, राहों को आलोकित करने। हम अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने। अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने। जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने, राहों को आलोकित करने।
धन साधन समय की सीमा से विद्यालय जो मुक्त हो। धन साधन समय की सीमा से विद्यालय जो मुक्त हो।
कभी पढ़े हम कहीं पढ़े, वे विषय की लोच से युक्त हो।
कभी पढ़े हम कहीं पढ़े, वे विषय की लोच से युक्त हो।
मित्रों हम उठे और जागे,
मंजिल आने की ध्वनि सुने। अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने।
जीवन ये प्रकाशित करने, राहों को आलोकित करने।
राष्ट्रीय मुक्त विद्यालय का है द्वार खुला सबकी खातिर। शिक्षा परीक्षा का अवसर एक बार ही क्यों मिलता फिर।
शिक्षा परीक्षा का अवसर एक बार ही क्यों मिलता फिर दुनिया में इसके केंद्र बहुत।
कोई मन चाहा केंद्र चुने, हम अपना दीपक स्वयं बने, हम अपना रास्ता स्वयं चुने। कोई मन चाहा केंद्र चुने, स्वयं बने, हम
Let us now continue. Privileges and immunities. The President is not answerable to any court of law for the exercise of his functions. The President can neither be arrested nor any criminal proceedings be instituted against him in any court of law during his tenure. The President cannot be asked to be present in any court of law during his tenure. a prior notice of 2 months' time is to be served before instituting a civil case against him. Removal of President. The President can only be removed from office through a process called impeachment. He can only be impeached for violation of the Constitution. The resolution to impeach the President can be moved in either House of Parliament. The charges leveled against the President are investigated by the Second House. Resolution can be moved only after a notice has been given by at least 1/4 of the total number of members of the House. Resolution charging the President must be passed by majority of not less than 2/3 of the total membership of that House before it goes to the other House for investigation. President has the right to be heard or defended when the charges against him are investigated. The President may defend himself in person or through his counsel. If the charges are accepted by a 2/3 majority of the total membership of the Second House, the impeachment succeeds. Thank you.